as we go to Highbury. Arsenal versus still surprising Bolton Wanderers. They refuse to fold.
They do refuse to fold, and Bergkamp can take advantage. Question about a penalty. The linesman and the match.
Oh, no.
Referee confer. And, well,
yellow card. Red card. It's red.
And they go down to 10 men. So Arsenal, the red card to Ricardo Gardner, minute 31. And then they come right back as Arsenal continuing to pour forward.
Arsenal looking to break the ice. Henry squeezes it. Perez. They're asking for the flag. It never came. 1-0 Arsenal. Francis Jeffers in minute 74.
He's got funny ears, but it's still good to see. How about the form of Thierry Henry getting that to Perez? And Francis Jeffers, the ex-Everton man, gets his first goal in the Premiership for the Gunners. You'd think they had the 3 points, but Rod Wallace, since coming over a week ago, he scored at his debut. Well, make that an assist, but what the finish is Ricketts. Wow. Minute 83 of Michael Ricketts, his fourth goal in the campaign, couldn't come in a more timely fashion. Again, taking a page out of Thierry
on to Ewood Park, the oldest ground in the EPL, as Blackburn Rover take on Everton, and thumbs down on the Everton away kit.
Yeah, I'd have to say that. Maybe they're getting ready for Halloween.
What is this, Dundee United?
A travesty right here. It should have been a penalty. Dunk coming in, no call. Brad Friedel's goal under siege off the right. It comes again. Another questionable penal.
Or dive.
Yeah, you be the judge on the penalty.
Oh!
Friedel, the American.
And for our fans who like American footballers, a great day for them throughout the world. First Friedel, more on that later as we see the effort from Grabi. More from him later as Blackburn look to steal one, and they've done it. Corrado Grabi, the Italian transfer.
What is Abel Xavier doing right here? Grabi has all day in the box, cuts it right past the Portuguese international, puts it home, and Grabi, in minute 37, a huge winner for his boss, Gramsonis, and Rovers get the 3 points.
Everton are in the dumps. After a great start, of course. There's one.
Ferdinand. Screens it away from Osho, picks out Anderton. Some sorting out needing to be done for Liverpool, and Harman's the man for that. Risa, straight down the middle for the side in red at the moment. Littmanen now going to the left. And Barnby just jogging up on the right, but Littmanen's got eyes for goal! He's found the goal! th minute of the second half. And when Liverpool were thinking about making a change, and Littmanen would have been in the frame possibly to be going off, but he's put Liverpool in front with an absolute screamer. Absolutely no chance for Neil Sullivan. Look at the bend on it, and then off the inside of the post. And out of very little, it's Jari Littmanen for Liverpool.
Will be kept busy with the Finn all day long.
And if you're Jari Littmanen, you've got to take advantage of this situation because you're deep on the depth chart for strikers. And that's where he's playing these days. Up he goes behind the Tottenham offside trap. Tottenham, of course, who now have Dean Richards as they poach another one from Southampton. Hey, Littmanen. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Goal.
Are you done?
No.
Worth another look, however, right off the woodwork. That coming in minute 57. And then this is where it got really ugly. Kind of a bittersweet day for Liverpool. Michael Owen making a run down the left side would come up lame. This is just 15 minutes after he entered the match. He would go down with a hamstring injury, would not return. You can take a look. We've seen this so many times in England. And Gerard Houllier gasping on the sideline. Liverpool gets the win, but Owen out for 3 weeks.
And look at the face on Fowler. Cannot be happy of the turn of events here at to Old Trafford. Manchester United versus Ipswich. Manchester United desperate for a win, as they have not been in good form. They would be in good form today. It didn't look like a goal, but credit the goal to Ronny Johnsen.
Of all people, the Norwegian defender. It goes over the line. Matteo Sereni a little late getting there, and that would just open up the floodgates for another Norwegian. Pairing with Andy Cole. Look at the overlap on the left. Cole shoots it, good save, but there's OG Solskjaer. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who scored both goals for Man United in their last meeting with Ipswich, doing it again.
But Andy Cole did all the work here, make no mistake. And Solskjaer, the beneficiary. Ipswich would have a few attacks here in the second half. Across from Jermaine Wright. Ooh, Marcus Stewart. Save there by the Frenchman. And not the same year from a season ago for Marcus Stewart. All of a sudden, they know who to collapse on defensively. Man United looking for their third. Oh, sweet.
Scholes, Cole, goal. And Andy Cole, who can forget his 5-goal outburst against Ipswich Town back in 1995. Take a look again. Another fine performance set up by Scholes. The overlap from Barone, who makes way out of it. And Cole with a good finish right past the Ipswich stopper.
Andy Cole again. He was just tremendous. And look who just poaches it away. Solskjaer finishes at top shelf. Manchester United emphatically. Ipswich Town, after the great season a year ago.
Action picks up at Ellen Road. Leeds United, well, they would battle Derby County, many thinking this would be easy pickings, but Mark Viduka foiled this time. However, it would be a day some Scandinavian flavors. This one comes in, another good save, that time from Andy Oakes, but it would just be a matter of time. Derby County with one good opportunity. Ravanelli reaching for this one, but it's offside as Nigel Martin makes a good save.
You don't want to be the linesman right here as Ravanelli attacks it momentarily. Ravanelli in offside position, but he never touches the ball. Should this have counted? We'll never know.
Possibly an own goal from Rio Ferdinand. And Ravanelli really giving it to the linesman. Still in a scoreless draw until Eric Baca. This coming in minute 9, and what a start to this match. Baca getting this start, and it surely pays dividends for David O'Leary's boys.
Sadly for Derby County, this happened moments after their goal was disallowed. Chris Riggett loses his marker, but it went to the near post. Eric Baca 1-0. Now Leeds United this season defensively have been inspiring, have only allowed 1 goal, but haven't scored the goals. Center stage, Harry Kuehl, minute 74, it's 2-0, and here come the goals as the Aussie international, almost an English international, makes it 2-0, and Derby County, their day probably done.
Yeah, you've got to think Derby County completely outclassed. Happy Harry Kuehl, many expecting this. This long overdue for the Australian. Finally getting off the schneid, then it would be taken to the right. Watch this play. Lee Boyer gets off a sensational cross, sets it up. Happy Harry, 4 minutes later. The 3-0 shellacking is on, and the Australian gets his second on the season, his second on the day, and what a great day in Yorkshire.
Leeds United will remain undefeated, and with this victory go to top of the table. Harry Kuehl, the man of the hour. And Leeds United right now getting up.
Newcastle were unlucky not to have a penalty after just 2 minutes when Robbie Elliott went down under Christian Daly's challenge. But with 18 minutes on the clock, the Newcastle defence were caught napping. Don Hutchison on his second Hammers home debut heading in for West Ham's first goal of the season from open play. Toon captain Alan Shearer could have levelled matters soon after, but it was the home side whose form belied their spot at the foot of the Premiership. Trevor Sinclair inches away from doubling the lead before the interval. West Ham's second, though, came just 8 minutes after the break, and it was a typical Di Canio solo effort as he turned Warren Barton inside out before firing inside Shay Gibbons' far post. Newcastle created chances, but just couldn't find the Hammers' net. While at the other end, Gibbon was being kept busy by Frederick Canute. The Irishman denied the Frenchman first up, but Canute had the final word with 8 minutes remaining, rounding off an excellent win for Glenn Roeder's side. The Hammers off the bottom. Newcastle's winless streak in London now stretching to 26 games. Tony Campbell, Sky Sports.
To Upton Park, West Ham United taking on Newcastle, and many thinking Newcastle would have an easy day of it, but not with Don Hutchison back in town, and the Scottish international 18 minutes past kickoff. In his return, what a return it is.
For the record, I didn't think Newcastle United would have an easy time of it. You knew the Hammers were due, and they were forever blowing bubbles. Roeder, their coach, loves it. He only weighs about 120 pounds, but what a good footballer he was in his day. Pretty useful. There's Alan Shearer. He couldn't get the equalizer. Oh, but the Hammers. Here they come again. First Hutchinson, now in the second half. Paolo Di Canio. Paolo Di Canio. Pretty good solo effort. 2-0. And look at the armband.
They love Paolo Di Canio in the East End. Take a look again. This is why they love him. If you're Warren Barton, this has got to be embarrassing. Right past Shea Given. Take a look again. Possible goal of the week candidate. A sensational finish by the 33-year-old Italian. West Ham going for the clean sheet, trying to put the finishing touches on Canute. And the Frenchman, who made a triumphant return on this day. It's his first Premier League goal of this season. And surprisingly, the Hammers flanking this Newcastle side that's had a great outing against Man United the week before.
West Ham United get their first win, and I think a few more to come. They're starting to gel.
Been Dion Dublin to fire the ball past Paul Jones to score his first goal of the season. Just 9 minutes gone when that went in. John Gregory's side double their lead 6 minutes later. Colombian striker Juan Pablo Angel notching his first Premiership goal of the season, his 5th in all this season, after excellent link-up play. Southampton came back in, had their chances. Peter Schmeichel, though, producing typical world-class saves to deny James Beattie. The home side got some reward for their first-half efforts in stoppage time. Marian Pahars on the mark. First goal at St Mary's. He scored both Saints League goals this season. 5 minutes after the restart, Southampton were reduced to 10 men. Rory Delap, red-carded for clipping the heels on former Saint Hassan Kashlu. Professional foul. Last man had to go. Controversial though. 3 minutes later, both sides were down to 10 men. Dion Dublin, well, the referee said it was butting on Taha El Khalej and showed him the red card. Dublin very unhappy. Aston Villa made sure of the win with 11 minutes remaining. Mustafa Hadji getting his first goal for Aston Villa after his summer switch from Coventry.